All right, welcome back. This is Pre-Calculus, Section 6.1. We're going to be doing the law of sines today. I need you to have your calculator ready and also to make sure that you are in degree mode. Here's the equation for the law of sines. Given just any triangle, it doesn't have to be right, with angles ABC and side measures lowercase ABC, then you've got basically what you have is you have the side over the sine of the opposite angle equal to each side over the sine of the opposite angle. Okay, so it's just a way of writing a ratio of angles and sides, and typically what happens is we kind of just work with two at a time, and we set up a proportion, and so if we're going to solve for B, then you would know A sine B, and you would cross multiply and divide. If we're trying to find an angle, if we're trying to find angle B, then again you would cross multiply and have to use the inverse of sine to find the angle. But we got the formula, and the goal would be to solve triangles. Here's our first problem that we're going to look at. So we've got a triangle with an angle A that's 123 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and make an obtuse angle there. And this is 123. And angle B is 41. It's not drawn to scale. And we do not know angle C, but we also know that side A is 10 inches. So there we've got it, our triangle, and it says use the law of sines to solve. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find angle C. So C would be, you subtract the two angles from 180, and that's 16 degrees. And then let me go ahead and label that right in here. And the next thing that we would do is we're going to go ahead and find side B, which is opposite the 41. So we do 10 over the sine of 123 equals B over the sine of 41. And you would cross multiply, divide, calculate that, and you will get a B value of 7.82. And finally, let's go ahead and put that in there, 7.82. And finally, let's go to side C. So you do 10 over the sine of 123 equals B over the sine of 41. And you cross multiply and divide there. Excuse me, that's, let me reverse that. We are needing to find C now, not B. So you do C over the sine of 16. Cross multiply, divide, you get a C value that is equal to 3.29. So there you have it. You've got your three results. And those are all the measures for that triangle using the law of sines. All right, here in this second example, again, we're going to go ahead and draw our triangle. We've got angle A is 95. Angle C is 68. Let's go ahead and make this C down here, 68. And the side between these angles is 115, right here. All right, so we need to figure out angle B. That's my first step. So angle B is going to equal, if you take those from 180, we would get 17 degrees. And the second part to that would be, let's find little a. So to find little a, we're going to do 115 over the sine of 17 equals A over the sine of 95. Cross multiply, divide, and figure out your A value. In this case, A is 391.84. And finally, here we've got to find side C. So that A is 391.84. and side C. So 115 over the sine of 17 equals C over the sine of 68. Cross multiply, divide, you're going to get C equal to 364.69, 364.69. There you have it. There are all three of your results, solving the triangle using the law of sines. All right, that concludes the law of sines, regular cases, and in the next video we will look at the ambiguous case.